Sounds like no one's watching because they're not. Best dad dancing. Hey, someone's watching, let's better stop dancing now. Hey folks, Neil from Spark Angels here, looking slightly bushy. Just reading some interesting articles about, so we're on iOS 11 at the moment, and iOS 12 is in development. So iOS 11 came out back in, that's typical, someone's going to come and talk to me now. So iOS 11 has come out. See, I told you, it's Damien. iOS 11 came out last November, December. You can come in on the video if you want. And iOS 12 is in development. So what happens is, Apple releases it to the developers, and they have a play and fix all the bugs, or at least some of them. There's Damien. And I told you someone would come and talk to me when I started this. And he obviously doesn't follow my live feeds. So iOS 12 is in development. It goes to the developers, they debug some of it. It goes out on public beta, which I get on my iPad, which is cool. A bit of a few months with playing with it, but it's still got bugs. And that's designed that we report the bugs, and then it comes out to everybody else a number of months later. So rumours are hitting out that iOS 12 now has got some pretty cool functions and settings. And yeah, interestingly, I think what the gist I get of a few of these is that they're actually designing it so that you use your phone less, or at least it impacts on your life less. So, for instance, okay, let's pick some off of there, and I'm reading this because my memory is not that good. Bedtime feature and Do Not Disturb. So, Do Not Disturb is wicked, but obviously it lets things through. By what the looks of it is the bedtime feature, which is a feature in there, is if you're using the scheduling feature in Do Not Disturb, you find a new toggle right below called bedtime mode, and and you enable it, and you should enable it. This is saying, okay, this feature turns the lock screen fully dark and doesn't allow any kind of notification to show up on the lock screen. Your phone won't light up, and you won't be able to see any notifications until you disable it. And until you disable Do Not Disturb mode, or until the morning. In the morning, your iPhone will show the weather and a good morning message. Oh, isn't that sweet? So if you have a grumpy partner in the morning, or you wake up with your cat and it's not talking to you, at least you get a good morning from someone. So I imagine this is basically for people that will, like me, you wake up in the night, you pick up your phone to see what the time is, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, what are these notifications? And you're looking down them, and you go, okay, there's nothing important there, and by the time you've done that, you're wide awake. So this is just going to turn it completely dark. Screen time. Now this is screen time. Now this goes a little bit beyond by the look of it, and I'll post some screenshots if I can of what I can do, but it tells you all manner of what time you spend on what apps, and it's a little bit further on from at the moment. You can have a look at your battery settings, and it will tell you how much time, or at least what battery percentage is used on what apps. Now that's scary enough, but this screen time will give you all manner of what apps you're specifically on, and what, oh god, yeah, I wouldn't even like to think what mine would say. But interesting. I think, again, there's a whole new section in settings right below the Do Not Disturb. So it's all about wellness, isn't it? It constitutes a lot of digital wellness features that Apple has, it's almost like I've read it before, that Apple has introduced in iOS 12. The main aim of this section is to tell you exactly how you're using your device, how much time you're spending in apps, and how many times you're picking up your phone, and in what context. I don't even, yeah, that'll be interesting to read. On the top you'll see the screen time in graph form. Swipe down and you see a breakdown of screen time. I don't know if I can't show you that at the moment. Well, I might be able to. Let's see if I can. So it's going to give you all those sort of views as far as what it's going to tell you. Some useful bits there. Probably make you feel pretty bad about what you're doing on your phone, and it might tell you put it down and be a bit more sociable. Okay, app limits. Interesting. App limits. App limits is a new feature in the screen time section. Find yourself using an app a lot? No. You can get in. You can go in and tell iOS to limit your time to 30 minutes or 1 hour for the app. When you're getting close to the limit, you'll get a notification about it, and then I'm assuming once your time is up, you'll see a splash screen when you open the app, but you can't ignore the limit for the day. But you can ignore the limit for the day, and you get an extension by 15 minutes. Okay. Again, that's a guilt thing, isn't it? So, What do we have here? Downtime. Again, it's all this whole downtime. Downtime is do not disturb mode on steroids. Yeah, blah de blah. Yeah, just stops you using your phone. All this update, all this update is all about stopping you using your phone. Well, Apple were good at that by breaking things. Content privacy, yada yada yada. New QR code control. Okay, interesting. So this looks like on the little flip up thing from the bottom of your screen where you have your little shortcuts, there's going to be a new QR code. Do people use those still? New wallpapers. Pretty. Very nice. Add an alternate face in Face ID. Look out, wife. Now you've got an X and I haven't. I can add my face to it now to unlock it. Ha ha. Some say I've got a face for radio. That's an old joke now. New battery statistics chart. Joy. Interesting. Okay, so it'll tell you when you open the battery section in settings. At the moment there's a little beta section that will just tell you what life you've got left in it and kind of how the whole battery life is in a percentage, but it's not very clear. You'll find a new interactive chart of your battery usage over the last 24 hours and the past 7 days, below which you'll find the list of apps sorted by the battery usage. Now, all this is all well and good for the interactive age and the information age, but all it does, in my view, is just makes people more paranoid. But c'est la vie. Siri shortcuts. Well, to be fair, I find Siri shite. It never works for me. So, shortcut would be, don't bother, Siri. New stock section, new voice memo sections, new features section, automatic updates. Okay, there's a new toggle in software update setting called automatic updates. If you enable this, and it's disabled by default, new software updates will be installed automatically on your iOS device. If this, I don't know, this skeptic that wrote this, if for some reason that's what you want, flick the switch on. Clearly they don't like automatic updates, but I think it's a great thing. You might as well keep it up to date. It's what it's designed to be to do. One-time password autofill, additional, additional, yeah. So there's lots of other things coming out. Interestingly, that's it for now. So it looks like most of at least these new features that are coming out in the developer version is designed to put your phone down. So why are you watching me still? I'm going to put my phone down. I don't even know. Let's start again. I don't even need iOS 12 to help me do that. Take it easy.